First a sister came for me, and now a brother. Peace and blessings, family. Sister Anjali. Woo! I'm just running or exercise of any sort is a very, very humbling experience. I've found even talking about it can make me feel a little bit too overly confident, and then the next day I go out and I get handed my braggadocio on a platter of I just can't do it today. I talked about a sister who, and I'm pounding on the counter as I'm doing this, which is probably making a really annoying sound for you, but a sister had stopped me in my run. It was in the middle, so that's good. I wasn't feeling too awful, because ordinarily I'm like, don't you see what I'm doing? And she said that seeing me run regularly, and I've been doing this for about since I moved here, because I was running before I moved here, but it inspired her to start going to the gym, a sister about my age, and that was so wonderful. Well, today a brother, young man too, I would say maybe about, young for me is like 35, and he stopped me. He was like, oh, wait a minute. And he fist bumped at me. I was like, what? And he's like, sister, I just want you to know I've been living right next door to you for 5 years. And I see you all the time, and I've been meaning to tell you that you're an inspiration for us here in the community. And I was like, wow, it's a little scary a bit, because I'm not trying to be an inspiration. I'm just trying to stay healthy. That's my ultimate goal, and also for my vanity. I don't feel like being really large, and I have a propensity for being large, because what I find with the running is it gives me such an endorphin stabilizing rush that I can control my impulse eating, which I'll engage in for a variety of reasons, and principally, especially late at night. I've gotten it down to late at night. I think that's when I'm my weakest, and I can eat and overeat. And this is through years of protracted narrowing or increasing the level of health in my overall diet. So even when I overeat, I don't overeat, Pepperidge Farm cookies, which at one point in time, oh man, that would have just been the standard fare for me. And so I found with the running, and also periodic fasting with my king at the end of every single month, we fast for 3 days. And that helps me to see, oh, I don't have to eat and I'm going to die or anything of the sort. And we break the fast. We're off of the whole idea of the protracted long-term fasting. It's just overall, because a lot of people will fast to catch up to the fact that they destroyed their body with really rotten, foods that aren't really foods. It's more like Mattel toy trucks or something. And so those things have helped me vastly. And the running is just, I do my exercise, 'cause I ain't got a dime to go spend at some gym. And I, don't drive, so I'm not going to be able to drive. Even I couldn't afford a car even. So I just have figured out ways without going to a gym, which is what I used to do when I was younger, so that I could stay as fit as possible. Like the brother, he stopped me. I have weights. When I started, I was just using my 1 pound, 2 pound weights, and now I've graduated up to 3 pounds, because when I go for my cool down fast walking, I just will not sit there, I'll just go walking, and I'll just be doing this for my circuit. And that's because I can easily bulk up, so I don't want to get bulky. I don't like that masculine looking woman type of thing for me personally. I like men being men, and I like being a woman, but at the same time, I don't want that, you know, friggin' Batwing thing going on either, especially at pretty much 60. So all of these different things that I do it's not about trying to inspire anybody, because you'll get yourself into trouble if you are of a notion that this isn't for you principally. This is, you know, for all our people. I do other things for our people that you need to go buy on Amazon or at 25,000yearscycle.net. Why haven't you? All right? Support your soldiers. All right? But yeah, exercise is really personal and really private, and you just got to do it. So that's with me. I can't afford a gym, so I just said, I need that exercise. Let me do it the best way that I can without spending a dime other than on my sneakers. I need really good sneakers so that I have support. Otherwise, I tear up my Achilles heels terribly. But that's the biggest expense for me, and I only have to spend that once every like 2 years. And so, yeah, it's just icing on top of a wonderful cake, because when I do that workout, and today I almost thought I'm not going to get through this, I'm just going to, you know, do a little bit and I'll be done, and I went through my whole plans on running 3 miles. I made it. Yesterday I did 5 miles and I made it. Every time I'm getting ready to do it, I'm certain you ain't gonna make this, but then I wind up making it. So it's a one foot in front of the other type of process. Do not, you know, be angry with yourself if you have those times when you don't go the full extent. Making even the effort is going to give you such an endorphin rush afterwards, because you're going to know you understand that you're worth it. Okay, so it's wonderful, and I thank the brother so much. We were like my brother. Yet at the same time, even if I were inspiring not a single person, this is my Lamborghini. This is all the wealth that really matters. So when I go out running, I just think of myself as getting behind that wheel and going for a cruise. Woo! I got tomorrow to do, so let me not get a little bit too over the top. I love you, family. Straight black family pride, and we are forever. Peace and blessings.